Okay, now for this next part, we are going to actually cut the wontons. Again, this is probably something you won't have to worry about, but if you are doing your own wontons, you're going to want, it says 3-inch squares. Well, obviously I'm not going to get all 3-inch squares because not with a knife, dear. I don't have a perfect square here, so I'm just going to kind of trim it up a little. Just some pieces that aren't quite perfect, and move those out of the way for a short time.
Oh, I can cut with a board.
No, Jericho, you cannot cut this. My 4-year-old, as you can hear, wants to be very helpful. Now it calls for 3-inch squares again. Not measuring, I'm just approximating, so it might be bigger than 3 inches, it might be smaller. But they'll be roughly the same size. Well, kind of, sort of. Not really, but that's okay. Like I said, we're not at a restaurant, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
Wow.
Now, in this bowl, I have put about half of the cabbage mix and about half of the roast beef that you saw me cut up earlier, and I've just kind of tossed it together. Now for each wonton, what I'm going to do, and this is going to be the same whether you make your own wontons or you buy them at the store. You're going to take, recipe calls for approximately a teaspoon, and like I said, I don't measure anything, but that's way more than a teaspoon. Okay, and then,
Ew.
in this cup we have a little bit of water. I don't know if you can see the cup, but it's there, trust me. We're going to bring this all together a little bit better. Now I'm going to take some water on my finger, and I'm just going to dab it along all the edges. Hopefully what this is going to do is help everything stick together. I hope. I'm going to pinch that. I'm going to bring this end up and pinch it. I'm hoping that this actually works. I've never done this before. I have no clue what I'm doing.
Wow, that is a table square.
A table square? Okay.
Yeah. So you have it, get out of the way. So I can eat all parts of the table
Just a
square.
minute.
Well, now that
I'm
you're
going to just
table square.
grab a plate to put these on. And sprinkle a little bit of flour on the plate. Actually, the recipe does tell you that if you need to store any of this, to sprinkle it with cornstarch. So I will sprinkle cornstarch on the plate.
Oh, you can't even do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Can you hand Mommy the phone right now, please? I'm just going to set that on there.
Upside down.
Upside down. That's nobody important. And I'm going to continue the rest of these wontons like this.
Honey, put the way on the plate.
Yes, when it gets time to put it on, I will tell you, and you can put the rest on the plate.
Wow.
And then after this, these are actually going to be sitting for a little while because my husband gets home about 5:30. So I will actually start the frying process about 5 o'clock. I will put the oil in a large pan, and then I will be, once it's hot, I will be dropping these in the oil and frying them until they're golden brown.
It's time for you to
And hopefully we will have good fried wontons for dinner. When I am completed, I will check back in with a picture to show you and an update. And we'll see how it turns out. So, I'm sure there's Chinese ladies out there right now going like, "Girl, you are doing a terrible job at folding these wontons." But hey, I'm not Chinese, and I have never, ever, ever made wontons before in my entire life. So, as long as they taste good, I'm happy. Have a great day.